One of the ways to learn a little bit more about how to work with aroma is to think about texture. So I have done a video called Texture, the Other Seasoning, and I'll put the link in. This is a really simple way to experience how small inputs of flavour can really change or personalise a dish that is, you know, relatively open to interpretation. So it's rice, just basmati rice. I make this for Ashi when he's feeling a little, my youngest son, when he's feeling a little low, or when he's recovering from illness. It's not the same as khichdi. Khichdi is really about, you know, sort of a soft, digestive, nurturing food to boost immunity and re-stabilise a weakened system. This is a little different. So here's something I've prepared earlier. It's I've heated some rice that we ate last night. So anyways, nice and steamy hot. Just nearly lost my jubber then. Basmati. And what I'm going to do is get a little frying pan, and I'm going to use ghee and cumin seed and just a little bit of salt in the end to turn basmati rice as a accompaniment, essentially, or as a bit of a blank palette, which is how it works on the thali, into a message in and of itself. So for this amount of rice, which is probably 2 cups, I'm going to use a tablespoon of ghee. Like, it's totally preference. These dishes where we're really talking about emitting feeling, and really the feeling is the focus. It's very personalised. So it's very much up to you. If you love ghee, use a tablespoon. If you want to keep it a little bit lighter, use a teaspoon. But I'm going to use a tablespoon because I love ghee. And then I'm going to use about, you know, 1.5 teaspoons of cumin seed. So I'll show you at the end what this looks like. But essentially, when we're dealing with rice and I'm giving a little bit of gentle messaging through the rice, I don't want the cumin seed to be the star. I want the rice to be the star, and I want the cumin seed to be the introduction of texture and meaning, and I want it to be visually scattered through the rice, so not too much, not too heavy. I want it to be sparsely spiced, not densely spiced. Okay, so I'm just going to heat this just until oops, wrong one. All I'm doing in this instance is just making sure that the ghee is melted down and the cumin seeds just like a little bit toasted, so nothing serious. It'll just take a minute. You just want to smell a little bit of toast in the cumin seed. So right now I smell the ghee, but there it is. So this pot always does that. So when you smell it, you'll get some of that classic sort of woody, warm note of cumin. And when you've got that, you can pretty much take it off. There it is. All right. Now I'm going to put the rice in a little bit of a bigger bowl so you can see what I'm doing. Some of my things out of the way. So rice in here, and then just pour this on over the top. Oh my gosh, it smells so delicious straight away. Now ghee and rice does a few things. Ghee makes the rice a little bit softer and easier to digest. I put a little bit of fleur de sel in here, so flaked salt. It doesn't like to sit on the stove, it's too little. All right, so a fleur de sel or a flaked salt. And the flaked salt, because just as the cumin seed has a sparse texture in the rice, fleur de sel has that same, or flaked salt has that same impact on masala, because it's called fleur de sel because it's a flower of salt. So I'll do a little close up in a second to show you what that means. In fact, why don't we do it now? Become close travel. Show you. So this is a normal salt here. Or normal salt being like a sea salt. And this is the fleur de sel. And you can just see how it's a little bit, it's a larger grain. In fact, you can get them that are even larger, that are really big flakes of salt. And because the grain is larger, the sodium expression is more sparsely experienced. So it's not a condensed salt hit, it's a sparse salt hit. And we want that sparse salt hit. So visually the cumin seed is sparsely allocated through the rice, but and the sodium matches that sense of spaciousness. And what this means is we're allowing the flavour of the rice to really come up through. But on top of that, like snow, is these experiences of emotion and texture. So ghee is the bed, it's the underbelly, and that's just nurture and love. Cumin seed is familiarity and family, and that salt and the sparseness of the salt is a little pot of awareness and drive. Salt draws the palate's awareness to the experience of food. So really what I'm communicating with this is taking a base food like rice, giving it a little bit of character, a bit of extra expression of love and familiarity and family, and putting some awareness into that. So when Ash eats this bowl, he's getting that experience of taste through the food. And when you're going out into the world after being home because of illness or upset or anything like that, these are the emotions you want to be carrying with you as you step back out into the world again. And it's a digestible reminder of what that is. Oh, it's so yummy. A really simple masala like that takes rice from being a blank canvas into having a sense of very deliberate expression. And that expression is family, and it's commitment, and it's togetherness, and it's love.